chance to find their way into this championship game, and it should be a dandy. Hope you've enjoyed looking at the highlights here on Round Ball Warm-Up. Stay tuned. Tom and I will be along with tonight's sectional championship action on Colony High School basketball. Welcome to Colony High School basketball. I'm Bill Pitts along with Tom Harvey, and it's sectional championship basketball from the Wigwam. Tom, we've got an all-county final, or shall we say an all-non-City of Anderson final, the first time in 28 years, but yet these two teams, certainly deserving teams that are here, Pendleton Heights and Alexandria.
Last time this happened, Bill, I was a freshman in high school. I remember it was out of Madison Heights. Big snow that night, and that was Elwood and Ellick. Ellick coming out on top pretty handily in that one. I can't say I'm surprised about this. The brackets were set up so a county school was going to come out of one of them, and probably the best county team we've seen in years was playing in the other one. That's the Ellick Tigers, and although a lot of people were shocked, I was not totally surprised.
This week has been a typical week of Anderson sectional play, and a close games, some of them right down to the last second, controversy, typical Anderson sectional.
Very typical, and I can't remember, and maybe my memory's not that good, but I can't remember kids on each team taking charge in ball games and really making winning come out, because it wouldn't happen without them. I'm talking about Artie Papella in their first game against Madison Heights, Derek Thurston, Todd Dilk, just night after night, some kids came to the forefront, took charge, and didn't allow their team to get beat.
Derek Thurston certainly has been a real catalyst to this Alexandria team, but a fine supporting cast. Seniors that are really, I think, dedicated to the purpose of winning, and yet you got to look at Rick Baumgartner's club. They continue to impress everybody with how well they've progressed with a young ball club at Pendleton Heights.
Colony was lucky enough to be down there for that first game this year between Ellick and Pendleton, and Ellick quite handily took them out of the ball game, and that happened early in the game. I think Pendleton's a different team. I think Ellick progressed, but I think Pendleton's got better. They have a different lineup somewhat with Fessler as their point guard. The press really bothered them that night, but I don't think you can use that as a judgment of what's going to happen tonight, because the Pendleton team's a different team. And believe me, those kids that were juniors at the start of the year are now almost seniors and playing like seniors.
Tom, this is always an emotional sectional. I'm sure it was when you played, and it has been certainly every year, particularly in the 80s. Games always close and exciting. And here Alexandria has to come back after beating two city teams in 3 nights and play yet a third good team in 4 nights. On the other hand, Pendleton Heights has to come back from taking on Joe Buck's Lapel Ball Club and then really having a real struggle Friday night with Daleville. So emotion gets to be a major factor. How do you see it? Does that favor one team over another tonight?
I don't think it favors either team. Pendleton had a tough game last night. A lot of people think they're going to walk over Daleville and be able to rest some kids and all that. That didn't happen. They played to the wire. Ellick, on the other hand, had a very emotional game, and it was a game they had to play their best, their hardest, emotionally and physically to win that ball game. And they may be a little drained, but this is the Anderson sectional, and this is the final game. And like Garth likes to say, if you can't get up for this game, you can't get up. I know they've guarded against the emotional letdown and have been talking to their kids all day. They're seniors too. Maybe some juniors might have that big letdown, but they're seniors, and they should be able to overcome that. I don't see that as a positive or negative either way.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom and I will talk just a little bit more about the specific matchups and possible strategies we might see in tonight's championship game. Back with more after this timeout.
If you're looking for the freshest produce possible, you might pick your fruits and vegetables from the garden. Or you could just pick them from the Payless Produce Department. Because at Payless, we're serious about our produce. Now you know, at Payless, we really are serious about our produce.
Anytime is a great time to do your banking at a 24-hour green machine, daytime or nighttime. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Your green machine card gives you access to your money not only here, but nationwide as part of the Cirrus network of more than 30,000 automated teller machines. Rain or shine, day or night, from Anderson to Albuquerque, from Pendleton to Pasadena, we're there when and where you need us. The Green Machine and the Cirrus network from Anderson Banking Company.
Interior paint, you quickly achieve the same results as the professional. Barron's Paint Spot, 219 East 14th Street. Travel to Ed Martin Cadillac Gold for Cadillac that's just your style. Like the longer, more spacious Cadillac Sedan DeVille. Its totally new exterior further enhances its distinctive stature, while its physically longer design adds to your comfort. More rear legroom, more comfortable seating area, more luggage capacity. The 1989 Sedan DeVille is every inch of Cadillac. And Ed Martin Cadillac Gold, 5400 Scatterfield Road, can help put you behind the wheel.
Colony High School basketball is sectional championship action, and we're getting ready for what should be a dandy struggle. Tom, some of the keys that you see in tonight's game for one team or the other to prevail.
You mentioned one kid, Derek Thurston. I don't think you can stop Derek Thurston. He does the kind of things you got to do to win, and he's just going to take it to I think early he has to take it to Pendleton, get somewhat of a lead if Alex going to win this ball game. I think he has to get an 8 to 10 point lead, and he has to take charge. And then Derek had a little cramp problems last night in his leg. He's going to have to pace himself a little bit, and then if the game's on the line, take over again. Matchups inside, Pendleton's got two big kids. I think Alex got two big kids that match up pretty good with him. Phipps and Steele play underneath, and they're both good rebounders, good jumpers, but against Norris and Click inside, and then Hunniger off the bench. But that matchup, Daleville's strategy was, let's make Pendleton beat us from outside. They have good guards. Terry Cox, one of those kids that has kind of come forward late in the year for Pendleton and kind of taken over also. So on paper, to me, it looks like a pretty even matchup. Again, you got all seniors playing for Alex. Norris is a junior. Most of the other kids on their team are seniors. But, to me, it points to Alex. If they want to take charge and play their ball game, I think they have a little bit of an advantage. But you can throw all it out because when adrenaline gets going, anything can happen. You get in a close ball game, I don't care if the kid's got 4 leg cramps. If the adrenaline's flowing, he can play.
Last night, Pendleton Heights was able to survive a ball game where Terry Cox did not score a point. I don't think they can do that tonight. They have to have offense, particularly on the perimeter from the likes of Fessler and Cox and maybe Brandon Wilson.
Terry Cox did not score last night, but again, he was in a position where they were keying on him. He got the ball to the right people, being a Fessler or dumping it inside. So Terry Cox played his role pretty well last night. When you don't have the basket available to you, you get it to the guys that do or the guys that's hot, and he did a pretty good job. Where I thought Terry Cox helped him was on Dilk the second half. He gave up his offense so the other guys could have it. He gave up his body on defense, and although Dilk had a career night for a lot of guys, he was shut down somewhat in the second half, and I think that was the difference in the ballgame.
Our matchup tonight, the sectional championship ballgame, Pendleton Heights, the Arabians, the Alexandria Tigers. Tom and I will be back with a play-by-play after we take this timeout.
Few people can resist the inviting appeal of spas for Mermaid Pool and Spas. Relax in hot water fun with our complete line of rugged, permanent, or portable spas. With 2 styles jets and no additional plumbing required. Mermaid Pool and Spas features suntan or home tanning system, operating on 110, and they're healthier since you have more control. Call Tom Murr at Mermaid Pools and Spas now for details. 649-2229. Mermaid Pool and Spa, 38 West Hartman Road, Anderson.
There are thoughts about Burger King Cheeseburger Deluxe. McDonald's doesn't want you to notice. They're hoping we won't point out that it's the perfect size for lighter appetites. They particularly wish you couldn't see that it's plain broiled and juicy. And that this deluxe version of our regular burger has crisp lettuce and red ripe tomato. Because their regular burger doesn't. No wonder McDonald's hates our cheeseburger and hamburger deluxe. No wonder you're gonna love it.
I'm David Magoo with Kentucky Fried Chicken in Anderson, Indiana. We used Colin to bring attention to our special coupon promotion. We want to bring attention to our 9-piece family dinner and our 3-piece dinner. We know it works because our traffic has increased tremendously compared to last year this time. Anyone that would like to increase their sales, I recommend calling the Internet because it works.
For quality sales and service, it's Sylvester's Total Comfort and Security.
It's our experience that makes the difference.
We're committed to maintaining a constant awareness of the ever-changing heating and air conditioning technology. We're dedicated to quality. That's why we offer Lennox products.
Since 1952, I have seen Lennox quality prove itself over and over. Our customers enjoy quiet, dependable efficiency with Lennox.
Sylvester's and Lennox. That's quality proven over time. Welcome back to the Wigwam. It's time for our national anthem. Sellout crowd at the Wigwam tonight for the Sectional Championship basketball game. And Tom, it should be a dandy. 2 fine ball clubs. The Tigers come in at 19-3. The Arabians at 16-6. The 2 teams with the best records in the tournament have made it to the championship game.
A lot of people speculating on there wouldn't be a very good crowd. Forget that. It's a full house.
Alexandria has not won a sectional since 1963 under Shorty Virgil. And Tom knows all about that one. They've not been in the championship game of the sectional since 1978. The only time under Coach Garth Cone they've gotten to this stage. Pendleton Heights, on the other hand, has been there in recent years. Last time that they were here was 2 years ago in 1987, losing on a last-second shot from Madison Heights. Starters being introduced for the Alexandria Tigers. John Steele, a fine forward, averaging 13.5 points per ball game. Brandon Allen at 10.4. In the middle is Chad Fitz, a 6'5", 195-pounder. He's a senior like Allen, averages about 12 a game. The guards are Dean Moorhead, a junior, that's starting for the 3rd year in the Anderson sectional. He started as a freshman. And, of course, Mr. Everything, Derek Thurston, a 6'2", 190-pound senior guard, leading the Tigers with a 23.2 points per game average. Number 2 in this area behind Link Gardner of the Highland Scots. Now the Arabians will be introduced. Their crowd on the east side of the gym is very vocal, as are the Tiger crowd at the north end. Spencer Click opens out a forward for the Arabians. Spencer averaging right at 12 a game, has got 12 at each of the 2 sectional games. Brandon Wilson, a 5'11 junior, is his running mate at forward, averaging 6 points a ball game. A Cox 14. Fine 5'8" junior outside player. And number 12, a 5'5" senior, Lanny Fessler. Cox averaging 11.5, Fessler 10.5, and Lanny had a 24-point ball game last night, Tom. That was an excellent contest for him and very, very crucial to the Arabians.
And we're unsure about his finger. I see some tape on it, and he's wiggling around a little bit, Bill. But they were saying today there might have been a possible bone chip. They took him down to the sports clinic. But adrenaline does a lot for injuries, too, so we'll keep an eye on that, but I don't think it'll be a factor.
Appears as though he does have, the 2 fingers taped, is that right? Index and middle finger?
There's tape on his hand, but I can't see from here whether they're both taped or just, I think they are taped together.
Just about ready for our opening tip-off, brought to you tonight by the good folks at First National Bank. It'll be Click against John Steele. Steele, an excellent leaper at 6'5", Click at 6'8". And we're glad you're with us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Colony High School basketball, the Anderson Sectional Championship. And the Arabians will control the opening tap, and they will go toward the north end of the wigwam, toward the benches in this first half. Set the players. This is Fessler. Now Wilson in the post is Click. Now on the opposite side is Cox. He's into the paint for a little jumper. Not there. Tipped up and in by Norris. Michael Norris puts the Arabians on the board first. And Alexandria now has their first possession. In the corner is Thurston, all the way back across to Moorhead. And now Steele open for a 3, and he got it.
He didn't hit that shot as good last night against the Indians, but in their first game, he buried it quite easily.
Pressure, turns the ball over, and Chip scores off the turnover. Right away, the press does some damage to the Arabians. They're down 5-2 now as the ball's thrown away by Fessler. Thurston works inside, has it blocked out of bounds. It'll still be Alexandria basketball.
2 quick turnovers for Pendleton.
And right away, Coach Rick Baumgartner wants and hits a timeout. Timeout for the Arabians. Timeout for us. We'll be back with more from the wigwam after this important timeout.
If you're not using gas, you're in for a long winter. Because of today's heating costs, Gould presents gas heating systems that save you money and are designed for comfort and value. And natural gas is your best buy with heat controller gas furnaces from Gould Plumbing and Heating. Heat controller is a new generation of high-efficiency gas furnaces. Gould Plumbing and Heating and heat controller are your bottom-line energy defense.
Choosing a plumber can be a very difficult decision. We understand and we can help. Please feel free to call.
Available from First National Bank, an equal opportunity lender.
Welcome back to the wigwam. Early stages, exactly 1 minute has been played, and Alexandria leads 5-2. And Tom, those 2 quick turnovers forced Rick Baumgartner's hand. He needed that quick timeout.
I had to take a timeout. That was a lazy pass across the top there, stolen by Thurston. And it's kind of reminiscent of the first game we saw this year down there at Pendleton against Alex. A lot of turnovers early. I think Alex jumped out 24-7 in that game.
Tigers, a senior-dominated ball club, although they do have 2 juniors in the starting combination, while only Click and Fessler are seniors in the Pendleton lineup. The ball thrown out of bounds, but deflected out. It'll still be Alexandria basketball right near our location. John Steele will be the trigger man. Spencer Click guards the inbound. Thurston in the backcourt.
A little disappointed to see Rick Baumgartner in a suit. I had dubbed this the sweater finals.
Pass inside to Brandon Allen. And we've got a foul whistled. And let's see how it goes here. The refs are talking it over.
Thurston.
All
On
right.
the pass, they called a charging on Thurston that happened before the other foul.
First personal foul of the ballgame goes against Alexandria's Derek Thurston. And, of course, foul trouble on a young man like that would certainly be a major factor in the ballgame. We'll watch and see how that develops.
Those kind of kids don't get in foul trouble, though. They're smart enough to know when to have contact, when not to. Back to what I said, both coaches have been wearing sweaters every game, and I
thought this might be the all-sweater finals, and Rick comes out in a nice-looking suit.
Outside shot by Wilson, taken is there, and that's just a 2, awfully close to the line, but Brandon Wilson closes the margin to 5-4 now. Alexandria by 1 here in the early stages of the championship ballgame. Nice shot take by Thurston. He's up and good. Derek Thurston with his first 2, and it's 7-4. Quickly, Pendleton Heights tries to inbound ahead of the pressure as Norris now click in the backcourt, and Fessler will get it across the center line.
That was a good timeout because twice they've handled the press pretty easily then.
Crucial, they can't get into a big turnover stat early on and try to come from behind. Alexandria, very difficult team to come from behind on. There's another turnover, however, on the half court as Steele anticipated the pass. Top of the circle is Phipps. Not there. Rebound. Who's got it? Allen for the Tigers. Thurston is open outside. He got it. 3-point. Three-point goal makes it 10-4. As Thurston has 5, and a cross-court pass to Cox.
Dangerous pass.
Raises a lot of consternation in the Pendleton Heights stand. But they do clear the center line now, and we'll try to set it up against the Alexandria zone. Fessler is a zone buster, as is Allen. And Allen buries a 3. I'll check that. Brandon Wilson, I'm sorry. Brandon Wilson, Brandon Allen. 2 Brandons tonight. But Brandon Wilson, a very streaky type shooter, and he's off to a good start tonight, hitting his first 2. Thurston outside. Got it again. Another 3. Derek has 8, and it's 13-7. Alexandria by 6. Ball lost out of bounds by Fessler. Timeout again.
Rick's calling for another timeout. That'd be 2 quick ones.
With just 4 minutes, 38 seconds left in this first quarter, Pendleton Heights calls their second timeout. It's 13-7 Alexandria. Back with more after this from our fine sponsors.
I'm David Magoo with Kentucky Fried Chicken in Anderson, Indiana. We use Collins to bring attention to our special coupon promotion. We want to bring attention to our 9-piece family dinner and our 3-piece dinner. We know it works because our traffic has increased tremendously compared to last year this time. Anyone that would like to increase their sales, I recommend calling Interconnect because it works.
Shoes. Made just for you. Easy Spirit.
Hi, my name is Jill Martin, and Mike and I would like to invite you to stop in at Mike Martin Shoes in Coles Plaza.
Back at the Wigwam with Anderson, sectional championship action. Bill Pitts along with Tom Harvey. And Tom, when you only have 4 timeouts to use, it's tough to have to burn 2 of them in the first 5 minutes of the ballgame.
First 4 minutes.
Well, really.
Almost 3.5, yeah, but he can't let Elliott get out to a big lead, or Pendleton Heights doesn't play very well from behind. He's got to change the things that are happening on the zone that's causing the problems on the press, or he'll get buried.
You don't save those timeouts if you're getting killed, do you?
No. You don't save them and work on them later and work on them in practice tomorrow, because if you lose, there is no practice.
There's no tomorrow, that's right. On the baseline is Steele, covered up nicely by Click, but he finds the outlet, and Moorhead now. Phipps has a little jumper, up and good. 4 for Chad Phipps, and it's Alexandria off to an excellent start. Steele guilty of the reach-in foul. Personal number 1 on John Steele, number 2 on the team. As Pendleton Heights continues to really struggle against the press. By the way, Trent Watt had checked in at that last timeout. Trent, a 5'8" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points a ball game. And he had an excellent contest on Tuesday night in the sectional, particularly defensively, Tom.
Yeah, and Fessler was having a little problem, Bill. He was involved in some of those turnovers. We don't know whether his hands bothering him or what the problem may be, but they got him out of there for the time.
Cox all the way down, can't get it, but there's Quick with a follow-up, and he got it. Terry Cox got inside, couldn't get it, but Quick was able to follow it home. 15-9. Alexandria. Steele fires away and hits another three. His second three, his 6th point, and the Tigers are on fire. 18-9 with 3.5 to go first quarter. And Garth Cohn has got to be pleased with this kind of start.
I'd hope so.
Ball turned over again as Alexandria forces the advantage. Thurston works inside for a little jumper. Got it again. Derrick in double figures with 10 points, and the whistle blows. We've got a temporary stoppage of play as the ball has to be retrieved. 20-9. Alexandria pressure just causing the Arabians all kinds of trouble. Watts clears, however. Cox now will set it up. Cox with a shot fake. Inside for the jumper. What do we got? Personal foul on the Tigers. I believe that's Brandon Allen. If so, that would be his first. Is indeed Allen's first, team's third. And a foul whistle before the shot was taken, so, or will it be a two-shot foul? Let's take a look. 2 shots indeed. 5 3-pointers already. Check that. I'm sorry. 4 3-pointers.
I was struggling too.
All right.
The action's fast and furious.
It is indeed. Thurston's been right around that line several times, but the last one was a little close in, and I put a circle around it inadvertently. Cox unable to get the free throw. Has been 4 out of 5 at the free throw stripe in the earlier 2 ball games. And can't get either one, but there's Norris with the rebound. He goes up strong, can't get it, and I think Norris may have fouled on the rebound. First on Michael, first on the Arabians.
Bill, I got Alex 8 out of 10 from the field.
Just a cool 80%.
And 4 of those 3-pointers, shooting 80%, and I don't think they missed a 3-pointer yet, so they're shooting 100% from there. That's the quick start I was talking about, and the quick start Derek Thurston was going to have and get them a lead if they wanted to win the game, and it's happening so far.
I'll say indeed. Moorhead across to Steele. Now Thurston open. It's a 3-pointer again. My goodness. 13 points and the 5th 3-pointer for the Tigers here in the first 5.5 minutes of action. Ball thrown away. There's Phipps open with a turnover, lays it in. And Rick Baumgartner is going to burn another timeout. As the Arabians just have not been able to cope with the Tiger pressure. Unbelievable start for the Tigers, 25-9. Back with more from the Wigwam after this timeout.
The revolution in fitness training has arrived in Anderson, only at XL Fitness Center.
Power Size.
I am the world's first talking exercise machine.
Power Size, the world's most technologically advanced fitness equipment. It talks to you, coaches you, motivates you.
I really like your effort.
And best of all, power sizing is fun.
Come back again. I will miss you.
Hurry, final days for 2-for-1 membership at XL Fitness Center.
Gold Equity Line from Citizens Bank. The only way to borrow if you're looking for an inexpensive way to borrow money. It's cold out here, so let's go on inside and talk to our loan officers for the reasons why.
Gold Equity Line could equal tax savings.
Some banks advertise low rates. We simply say it's 2% over national prime.
Until April 30th, Citizens Bank will pay your closing costs. Can we save you money? Come in and ask our loan experts. Gold Equity Line.
Back at the Wigwam, a devastating start for the Alexandria Tigers in this championship game, 25-9. And Tom, the shooting stats are unbelievable, but the turnovers are really causing the major problem for Pendleton Heights.
I got a solar calculator, and I'm not sure it's going to work because I think the sun's shining on Alec right now. Unbelievable. 10 out of 12, 5 out of 5 from three-point line. And, how do you coach against that? You can do something about that if you can get the ball down the floor and get in your offense, but Pendleton's struggling against the press again. 6 turnovers already.
We'll see what kind of adjustments now are made as Jamie Glass is checked into the Tiger lineup, number 50. Now this time the Ravens do get it down, and there's a foul whistle against Chad Phipps, and Coach Cohn is right in front of it, and he's having to say, I think he thought it was all ball.
Well, he's saying that's the other referee's call. He was under the basket. How did you see that out there?
First personal on Chad Phipps.
the sideline by the 10-second line. You pass it over to the side and then down, and that's the adjustment Pendleton just made that time down the floor. We'll see what happens.
Brandon Wilson at the line. His first trip at the foul line in the sectional. And he's good with the free throw. His 6th point. And it's been all Alexandria here in the early going. Glad you're with us for Colony High School basketball. It's the sectional tournament. Excitement and competition at its very best. As Wilson gets both, has 7. The lead is down to 14 at 25 to 11.
See Jamie Glass in the game now.
Thurston nails
only a 2.
15 for Derek Thurston. Click takes it across the center line and throws it away. Nice steal by the Tigers. A little bit lazy or careless on the pass, and good anticipation, Tom.
It was. And what he did good was he knew he was going to take 1 step and go out of bounds, and he immediately threw the ball to one of his teammates.
Inside his steal, he may have taken a step. Let's see. No, they're going to call the foul first.
On the ground, they said.
Okay, it's Brandon Wilson. Whistle for the foul, his first, team's second. So it should be a common foul. Steele waiting at the foul line, but he will not shoot. This is a common foul. He'll take it out of bounds for the Tigers. 1:47 left. Now Steele and Thurston. Arabians man-to-man, aren't they?
Yeah, they went to a man-to-man.
Finally got a miss, but Phipps follows it back in.
Great follow, too.
Chad Phipps with 8. As it took 2 shots that time to get the bucket. 29 to 11. Cox open from the outside. Not there. Rebound all Alexandria, and they did clear out, as Tom said. The maroon and gold had that one pretty well taken care of as Watts knocks the pass out of bounds for Pendleton Heights. It'll still be Alexandria basketball. The Tigers got here by taking out 2 city schools, beating Highland 68-59 on Wednesday, and then beating Anderson last night in a dandy struggle, 87-79.
All travel on Phipps.
Chad Phipps with the turnover.
Still that's a lot of points for 1 quarter.
Boy, it is.
29 already. We still have over a minute to go.
Norris helps out against the press. Now Cox and Watts will set it up. Wilson down on the low post is at Michael Norris. Turns, can't get it. Steele has the rebound. This has been all Alexandria domination in his first 8 minutes.
Cox is doing a pretty good job of keeping Thurston from getting the ball, but Derek keeps moving.
Now Derek posts up on Cox and lays it up. Can't get the roll. Quick loses the handle. Glass goes up with it. But Cox has the rebound for Pendleton Heights. Thurston wanted to take a smaller guard down inside and post him up. As Click has a nice turnaround from the foul line. Fifth or second basket. With 23 seconds left, we'll see if the Tigers play for 1 shot. The winner will advance to the Anderson Regional as Thurston misses. Quick rebound. 9 seconds left. Pendleton Heights will get the last opportunity this first quarter now.
If they know it.
And I'm not sure they do. As now Click has the turnaround. Doesn't get it right at the gun. 8 minutes of action are in the books from the Wigwam. And it's Alexandria's Tigers enjoying a big 16-point, 29-13 advantage at the first quarter stop. Back with more from the Wigwam after this time.
So let me get this straight. You, Jack, and Charlie, you're going to get up at 5 in the morning so you can fly to Memphis and wait for an hour for a commuter flight.
You got it.
Then you're going to rent a car, drive for 2 hours to get to your meeting. That's ridiculous. You'll be exhausted.
You're telling me.
Well, couldn't you just rent a plane?
You mean charter? Are you serious? Do you have any idea what that would cost?
No. Do you?
ultimate exposure. Call Personal Reflection Studio.
Back at the Wigwam, ready for the second quarter of action. Tom, I know those numbers have got to show that domination by the Tigers.
Pendleton didn't shoot too bad, 5 out of 10, 50%, one three-pointer, but they only got 10 shots off compared to 18 for Ellick. Ellick hit more shots than Pendleton shot, 12 out of 18, 5 out of 5 from three-point line, 67%. Pendleton took the only free throws, hit 2 out of 4. Rebounds, there wasn't too many rebounds, both teams shooting well. Ellick has 6, Pendleton 4. Big stat here, Pendleton 7 turnovers against that press. Ellick had 2, one of those a charging foul, and the other one the traveling on 5th.
Back in action now with the second quarter. Alexandria has the initial possession. Enjoying that 16-point lead. There's a post feed down to Steele. Nearly got away. He's in the paint. Throws it up, and there's Moorhead with a foul. And Dean hit the deck hard after he got it home.
I'm going to count that first one a shot. I don't think it was a pass.
Worked out nicely for the Tigers. Now Pendleton Ice is able to nearly break the press, but there's Allen able to steal, and he throws it away. He had Thurston on the baseline, but
that was a sailor, they call that in baseball, don't they?
And thank you very much for the Pepsi-Cola.
Big Tim.
That ball took off like a shot out of a cannon, didn't it?
To get your fastball to rise like that, you'd be in amazing.
I'll say. And once again,
another turnover.
Pendleton Ice just really been devastated tonight with a turnover stat.
Boy, that cold Diet Pepsi tastes good, Billy.
It does indeed. John Steele, as the Arabians continue to stay man for man now, trying to shut down this talented Tiger attack. Allen open for a jumper. Precision execution. Excellent shooting. Great floor game, and those are the ingredients of what is a 20-point Alexandria lead at 33-13. Brandon Wilson open for a high shot off the glass. Not there. Click with the rebound. Goes up strong. Got it. Spencer Click has 6. And Big Spencer's trying to keep this from being his last high school game, Tom.
Playing hard, and he's played hard this entire tournament.
He has indeed. Been a good tournament, too. I just can't say enough. Been well officiated as the ball's knocked loose, but the Tigers recover. A couple of calls that I'm sure a lot of folks will talk about, but and Thurston saves the ball. Now goes up and gets it.
Watts could not touch that ball because he'd walked out of bounds, and so he had to let it go, and Thurston right there on the spot grabbed it.
Good look at Coach Garth Cohn trying to become victorious for the first time in the Anderson Sectional as Alexandria head coach. 6:01 left in the second quarter. The personal on Brandon Allen was his second, and the Tigers over the limit will send Trent Watts to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, I don't think we have to question the emotional letdown by the Tigers anymore, do we, Bill?
I don't think we do.
Not a factor.
Substitution is Bill Dayton checked in for the Tigers as Watts unable to convert. Allen with his 4th point. And another penalty turnover. As Tony Hullinger has checked in, and he throws one away. And Michael Norris right back in. Pressler is back in. So we have the starters back on the floor now. And Rick Baumgartner, I think Tom is totally perplexed.
Well, he's used 3 timeouts, right?
Yeah, he has. He only has 1 left for the entire ball game. And it probably matters not if this lead isn't dealt with, and dealt with very severely right away. 37-15. Not in my wildest imagination would I've expected this kind of a thing.
Me neither. I thought it'd be a good close ball game tonight. I thought Pendleton would escalate their play a little bit and play better than they have been. And you know, they're not playing bad, but they're
Alexandria's just playing super.
The defense is creating some turnovers.
Moorhead gets Click up in the air, and Spencer draws the foul. First on Spencer, 3rd team foul. We've talked an awful lot about the importance of having seniors in a situation like that, and Pendleton Ice is essentially a young basketball team, not nearly as experienced. But Alexandria has 3 three seniors, but the other two have also played an awful lot, Moorhead and Steele.
Pendleton Heights starts two seniors, and other than that, they're a very young team. So
5.5 minutes to go in the half as Dayton gets inside. And he gets in on the act now. Dayton with his first two. Dayton averages 5 a game. As Fessler gets all the way through it, finds Wilson. Brandon has 9. The only bright spot offensively for the Arabians is Brandon Wilson.
Fessler going coast to coast that time against the press.
39-17. 22 points. Alexandria advantage with just under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Dayton open from 3. That one rattles home, but what do we got? A foul? I believe Moorhead was kind of undercutting or backing in against Click. And Dean draws his first foul. We'll walk to the other end for a 1-and-1 for Spencer. Whatever game plan or strategy the Arabians might have had has got, you got to say, Tom, is essentially out the window, isn't it?
Yeah, those game plans are fine if everything goes like you're supposed to, but when something like this happens, you got to get out of your game plan. And I think Rick did a great job of calling the timeouts he had to. You'd have to do that.
Spencer can't get the free throw, and Phipps has the rebound. Alexandria has just done about everything right. Here's Thurston. Can't get it. Tipped up, not there by Moorhead. Knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Alexandria basketball. You have a good look right there at number 32, Derek Thurston. And
you know, the 3 or 4 shots he's missed have all went down in the basket and back out.
Just rattle down and out. You're right. Open inside of Satan for 2. Dayton has 4, and it's a 24-point lead as Fessler breaks the pressure. Now he's trapped out near the center line, but finds Terry Cox on the release.
I think Fessler's got a shot off, Bill.
Steal by Dayton. If he can control it, and he does. Thurston with Terry Cox on him. Phipps over Norris, can't get it. Rebound to Moorhead on the offensive end, and what do we got? Foul on Spencer Click. Second on Spencer, and
he's just bumping him out of bounds.
You're watching Colony High School basketball on USA Network Cable, Channel 7. Again, glad you're with us for sectional championship action. And believe me, we'd given anything to have been able to televise the earlier action this week. As the Arabians go to the bench, Tony Hullinger checks in, number 32. Hullinger in briefly earlier, a 6'5 junior averaging 3.5 points a game. Kevin Stout will give Derek Thurston a breather. Kevin Stout in a 6'1 senior guard. And Fessler will sit down. Watts returns for Pendleton Heights. Several substitutions being made, and Tom, I was saying, well, we'd love to televise some of the earlier ball games. Give anything, the IHSA would relax that rule.
Yeah, but they don't relax too many things.
No, they don't. It's been a great week of sectional basketball, and I know 6 teams are unhappy that they're having to watch tonight, but these 2 teams have earned the right to be here. As the Tigers have particularly been tough, taking out 2 city teams. As Steele gets the roll. John has 8. As the Tigers have 6 players in the scoring column, and they're just kind of scoring at will here in this first half. 43-17. Post feed is taken away.
Unbelievable that they think they can get that pass.
There's no pass there at all.
You throw it 9 feet in the air, and there's a guy that can reach that high. You can't throw it over him.
Alexandria is supremely confident. A Stout dishes back outside to Moorhead. Phipps. Now Steele on the left side. Stout open for a left-handed jumper. Not there, but Dayton has the offensive rebound. Rejected by Hullinger. But Phipps is there to get the carom. So we stay in the Alexandria end. Nice move to the hoop by Phipps, but I think they're going to get the charge on Chad. Hullinger got himself positioned nicely, Tom.
Yeah, you could see that coming for a long time.
personal number 2 on Chad. And what's on just the 4th turnover, I believe. Now.
2 of those been on offensive foul. So, really pretty good floor game from Ellis.
Little perspiration being mopped up.
I think Phipps is going to sit down for a minute.
Glass will indeed give Chad Phipps a little breather with those 2 personal fouls. Brandon Allen has 2. He is down right now. Of course, Thurston with 17 points, 15 of those in the first quarter, leads all scorers, and he's on the bench right now for Garcone's ball club. Pressure continues full court by the Tigers, but this time the Arabians able to handle it. Fessler turns down the outside shot.
I don't think he's taking a shot yet, Bill.
Oh, yeah. Cox's acrobatic shot is up and good. First 2 for Kerry Cox. And thank you for the Coca-Cola. Cheapest in beverages tonight. Jamie Glass in the paint. Nice steal inside by Cox as Stout was trying to post up, and Kerry Cox played the passing lane nicely. Now he's open from outside. It's a 3, but not there. Chipped up by Norris. Alexandria with the board with 2 minutes to go in this first half. It's been all Alexandria Monroe Tigers, 43-19 as you see the score. Steele open from the right baseline. Rims out, the ball hits the floor, and what do we got? Travel called on the Tigers as the ball was gathered in by Jamie Glass as he was thrown on the floor, so the turnover gives it back to Pendleton Heights, and we'll see Coach Cone going deeper to the bench, Tom, than we could have ever imagined in the first half. Here is the senior Greg Clark. Greg, a nice player, but let's be honest, he just hasn't seen that much action in what we would otherwise call crunch time.
Got 3 non-starters in there right now, and they pretty good control of the ball game right now. 4-point lead. Unbelievable.
It is indeed. Fessler. Wilson. Lanning open for the 3 this time. That one's way off, and Steele has the rebound. Open underneath is Dayton. Tips it back to Stout. And the Tigers show good patience. 2 kids turned down shots there that could have taken. Dayton will take the jumper and rims it out. Rebound Steele, but they're going to call Steele for the foul. And I don't think Garcone would agree with that call at all.
I'm not sure I do either.
I'm inclined to disagree myself.
Looks like he had inside position and just reached back. That's pretty cheap foul.
John Steele's second personal with exactly 1 minute to go in this first half of action. Be sure and stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's telecast. We'll have the award presentation. The victors will have a chance to snip down the net. And Tom and I will take another stab at our Colony all-sectional team. We'll see if we can honor some young men that have deserved it with some great play this week. As Hullinger fouls on the missed free throw at the other end.
Well, Pendleton's not hitting free throws very well either. 2 out of 7 for the game. And that one there was on the front end of 1-and-1.
You know, Pendleton Heights came out, I thought, pretty flat last night against Daleville. And they are very flat tonight. But again, most of that, I think, credit goes to Alexandria's great play.
I think you got to give credit where it's due, and that's exactly what's happening. Ellick came out very intense and just took charge of the ballgame.
Foul was whistled on Hullinger, his first, as Bill Dayton will be at the line.
There's a good substitution. You're going to get one of your big scores out of the game. 59 seconds in the half, he's got 2 fouls. You don't want to pick up that 3rd foul no matter what the score is.
Dayton at the line has his 5th point. His best this year was 14 against Elwood in a game you saw right here on Cable Channel 7, USA Network.
Wonder if he has any doubts about transferring from Highland to Ellick.
I'd say right now he's probably pretty pleased with that move.
Another big stat. It wasn't that big after 1 quarter, but 17-6 rebounding advantage for Ellick. It was only 6-4.
Outside shot by Wilson, not there. Out of bounds and a foul call. Hullinger picks up 2 in a hurry. into the gym to shoot some more free throws. Jamie Glass will be at the line. Jamie 3 out of 5 in the tournament so far. A 52% shooter on the season. And we're going to see a young sophomore check in for the Tigers at the next opportunity as Glass rebounds his own miss. Jeff Martin will see some action if the clock will be stopped before the end of the quarter. And they set a pick on Hollinger, and he has his third foul. Greg Clark, a 210-pounder, took the charge, or took the set the screen out there, and Hollinger just piled into him.
I think Greg may kind of like that contact.
Quick return, Hollinger sits down. We mentioned Jeff Martin, the sophomore. Jeff, number 22, a 6-foot, 150-pound sophomore, replaces Thurston. We got all subs out there now? I believe we did.
Yes, we did.
At the line, Greg Clark with his first point of the night. And well put together young man, isn't he? Good looking, Greg, eh? Flick has the rebound, and it's 45-19 as Pendleton Heights has nailed just 6 points here in this second quarter. Cox down low to Norris, who goes up and gets it. Michael Norris with just his second basket. With 15 seconds to go in this first half, Pendleton Heights trailing by 24. Alexandria will go for the final shot. 5 seconds to go. Martin open from 3, got it. And I guess that's the way the half should end. Everything else just about has gone in for the Tigers. They have played a superb first half and lead 48-21. Incredible first half for the Tigers. Halfway home to their first sectional championship in 26 years. Back with some halftime commentary after these important commercial messages.
Anytime is a great time to do your banking at a 24-hour green machine, daytime or nighttime. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Your green machine card gives you access to your money not only here, but nationwide as part of the Cirrus network of more than 30,000 automated teller machines. Rain or shine, day or night, from Anderson to Albuquerque, from Pendleton to Pasadena, we're there when and where you need us. The Green Machine and the Cirrus network from Anderson Banking Company.
I'm not just a pretty face. I'm smart. And when I shop for diamonds or jewelry, I shop at Allen's Jewelry and Loan for selection and savings. I love diamonds. And a gift of a diamond ring is something that I will cherish forever. Think diamonds. Think Allen's Jewelry and Loan.
Allen's Jewelry and Loan, 130 East 10th Street, downtown Anderson.
We chose Colony because we feel that they can deliver the sight and sound that other media cannot. Since we chose Colony to do our advertising, we just seem like we're not going any place without somebody mentioning our commercials. Everybody seems to like them real well, and the fellows that do the commercials are very easy to work with. We just have a lot of fun doing them to start with, and it really has increased our business quite a bit.
And we're back at the Wigwam. It's halftime of the Anderson Sectional Championship game. One of our fine sponsors, the folks from TCBY. And we've got Martin Agnew with us. Martin, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Hey, tell us where TCBY is.
It's on 1908 East 53rd, directly in front of Cooper Sport Bowl.
And you've got some good stuff for Tom and I tonight, don't you? What do you got?
I have peanut butter and raspberry, one of our two popular flavors. You're really going to like it, and he said he wanted it because you don't need it.
Since he
holds the mic, I hold the ice cream. Yep.
You got a special coming up for tomorrow?
Yep. Tomorrow we have a special on strawberry shortcake. If you say that you saw the commercial, you'll get extra 20% off.
All right, can't beat that deal.
I'll be there.
Thanks for coming by, Martin.
Both of you.
All right, Martin. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back with more of our halftime after we take this time out.
The new walking shoe. Made just for you. Easy Spirit.
Hi, my name is Jill Martin, and Mike and I would like to invite you to stop in at Mike Martin Shoes in Coles Plaza.
Well, you wake up hungry, breakfast on your mind, but you hit the ground running, you haven't got much time. Come on, get going. Breakfast is ready at Burger King. We cook a real good breakfast like you did it yourself. It's gotta taste just as good when you leave it to somebody else. Breakfast to Burger King, and we'll make a fresh crust sandwich or bagel sandwich just for you. We do it like you do it, let me do it like you do it at Burger King.
So let me get this straight. You, Jack, and Charlie, you're going to get up at 5 in the morning so you can fly to Memphis and wait for an hour for a commuter flight.
You got it.
Then you're going to rent a car, drive for 2 hours to get to your meeting. That's ridiculous. You'll be exhausted.
You're telling me.
Well, couldn't you just rent a plane?
You mean charter? Are you serious? Do you have any idea what that would cost?
No. Do you?
Sure, ask for base variants, but actually any of our staff can show you wall charm interior paints from Harrison. With variants computer color matching and bold, beautiful wall charm flat and semi-gloss interior paint, you'll quickly achieve the same results as a professional. Variants Paint Spot, 219 East 14th Street.
We're at 48-21. At halftime, Alexandria thoroughly and totally dominating the first half. Derek Thurston leads the Tigers with 17, but he's had plenty of help from his friends. Steele and Phipps with 8 apiece, 5 from Bill Dayton, 4 from Brandon Allen, 3 from Jeff Martin, 2 from Moorhead, and 1 from Greg Clark. At the other end, the 21 points for the Arabians, pretty few and far between. Wilson with 9 is their best. Click has 6, Norris with 4, and Terry Cox with just 2. And with a look at the team stats, here's Tom Harper.
Alec cooled off a little bit that second quarter, Bill. They're now 20 out of 35, 57%, 6 3-pointers. Pendleton still shooting well, 9 out of 18, that's 50%. They still only have that one 3-pointer that came early in the game. They're 2 out of 7 from the line, them being Pendleton, 29%. Alec 2 out of 5, so free throws not a factor, not that many being shot. Rebounding is a big stat. Alec has 18 to 7 for Pendleton. That means they out-rebounded 12 to 3 in that second quarter, and they already had taken charge, but they continued to take charge even more so. Turnovers, Pendleton 12, Alec 6, and just phenomenal shooting, rebounding. Alex just taking it to him.
They really dominated in every phase of the game, and I guess the thing that's so shocking is the domination has been complete, just total domination.
Well, you know, when you got a Derek Thurston, and I said in the pregame that he'd have to take charge early in the game and get him a lead, and that's exactly what he did. He dominated the game, in my opinion. He hit probably his first 4 or 5 shots, had a couple go in and out, but he was just leading the team. The press, what can you say? You know, Pendleton just couldn't survive that press, and it's a good zone press, and they're not out there just in a passive defense. They're out there to steal the ball, and they created some turnovers.
All right, we'll be back after we take this time out with more from the Wigwam.
If you're looking for the freshest produce possible, you might pick your fruits and vegetables from the garden. Or you could just pick them from the Payless Produce Department. Because at Payless, we're serious about our produce. Now you know. At Payless, we really are serious about our produce.
MasterCard and Visa, available from First National Bank, an equal opportunity lender.
And we're back at the Wigwam. Bill Pitts along with Tom Harvey. Again, glad you're with us for Colony High School basketball, the Anderson Sectional Championship, right here on USA Network Cable Channel 7.
Bill, I wouldn't have wanted to be in Pendleton's locker room. I don't know what you can tell the kids at this point other than we need to continue to work on the things we've talked about. We need to continue to work against the press, like we said, and just play hard ball. You know, a streak, and maybe you get back in it. Maybe you're down 27, you try to get it to 15 at the end of the third quarter, and then maybe you get it down under 10. Anything can happen, but boy, I don't know what advice to give them.
Just got to go right to work. Bottom line. Pendleton Heights has the opening possession. Cox gets inside, can't get it. Click over the top, trying to get it home, but can't find the range, and Thurston runs it the other way. Derek open, passes inside to Allen, wide open. Beautiful feed. Allen has 6. And Alexandria is showing no signs of taking that pressure off, and there's a turnover. Steele inside, got it. Steele has 10, and if there was any doubt, they've taken care of that in the first half a minute of this third quarter.
That's probably what Gar said. Hey, we don't want to let them chip back into the lead. We got to play as intent the first 3 minutes of this half as we did the first 3 minutes of the game.
Click. Outside is Brandon Wilson, three-pointer. 12 for Brandon Wilson as he finally gets the Arabians their first double-digit score.
Pendleton in a man-to-man.
Down inside is Thurston with a little turnaround jumper. Thurston with 19. He had 15 after the first quarter.
And that's maybe the toughest shot he's hit all night because he had to catch it.
All the way down. Fessler with a nice dish off to Wilson for 2. 54-26. A huge 28-point advantage as the Tigers had alley-oop to Phipps as well.
That's a set play. It's not, this doesn't happen. That is a set play.
Well, they ran a big play like that last night against Anderson in the waning moments of that ball game. 3 is a little short by Fessler. Another thing that impresses me about the Tigers, they are in excellent physical condition, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They can press and go the whole ball game, I think, just about as hard as any team I've seen. Nice inside play to Moorhead that's not there. Rebound comes down to Dean. And Allen can't find a handle. Or check, yeah, it was Allen. Now Phipps. And Phipps throws it out of bounds. But it was apparently deflected by Terry Cox. History being rewritten. The first non-Anderson City team represented sectional championship game since 1961. Alley-oop to Thurston is there. That was Alexandria and Elwood back in 1961. And Tom mentioned that was when the sectional was being played at Madison Heights while this structure was being under construction. Click. Ball deflected. Let's see if it's saved into the forecourt. And still turned over. Who's going to get the handle? Thrown away. Allen has the open man as Moorhead gives it up to Brandon Allen, and he's fouled. And Brandon Wilson goes down hard, but he's all right.
You want to tell me how many turnovers there was there? I think just one. No one ever got possession until Pendleton got it again and then
The other winner from Jay County has been contested between Eastbrook and Delta. And the winner of this game will play that Jay County winner in the 11 o'clock opening action next Saturday here at the Wigwam.
And that used to almost be like a bye to play a team out of there, but not anymore. Delta's got a fine team. I think Ellick played them during the season and won that game, right?
They did. That was the first game of the year, I believe. Outside shot is a three by Terry Cox. 60-29 with 4.5 to go, third quarter. Alexandria now with 3 players in double figures. Outside shot by Steele, not there. Offensive board is Allen up, not there. And another whistle. What do we got? Foul inside. If it's Hollinger, that'll be his 4th. It's Michael Norris. Norris has his 2nd. But I believe that a shooting foul, so Brandon Allen with the act of life. The Tigers have 4 averaging in double figures, and Allen with 8 points right now can become the 4th. The same quartet, by the way, that averaged the double figures on the regular season. What do we got, Tom?
Garth wiping a little sweat off his forehead with his sweater there. Looks like Bobby Knight for a minute. Had that sweater up around his chest.
61-29 as the Tigers, relentless with that press, nearly turn it over to the Arabians, but Hollinger gets by and lays it in. One of the few times they've been able to actually score on their press offense.
And that was on an almost turnover. It went through Norris's hands right into Hollinger's hands.
Tigers working around the perimeter as Arabians still in their zone. Tried to man-to-man in the second quarter without much success. Inside pass. They're going to call Allen for the travel before he got it down to Phipps on the low post. 61-31 as the Tigers of Alexandria Monroe look to be well on their way to the 8th championship in the school's history. Air ball shot up there by Wilson, knocked out of bounds. Pendleton High School return.
Thought Norris got away with the shove there, Bill. In fact, I know he did.
Tigers have won 7 sectionals previously, but as we said, it's been 26 long years since they last won one. They will savor this one tonight. And the Tigers do an uncharacteristic throwaway in the backcourt, an unforced turnover. And timeout is called. Timeout from the Wigwam as Alexandria leads it 61-31. Back with more after this timeout.
If you're not using gas, you're in for a long winter. Because of today's heating costs, Gould presents gas heating systems that save you money and are designed for comfort and value. And natural gas is your best buy with heat controller gas furnaces from Gould Plumbing and Heating. Heat controller is a new generation of high-efficiency gas furnaces. Gould Plumbing and Heating and heat controller are your bottom line energy defense.
Calling a plumber is a very stressful situation. We understand that, and we're here to help.
For the ultimate exposure, call Personal Reflection Studios.
Welcome back to the Wigwam. Bill Pitts along with Tom Harvey and it's Anderson Sectional Championship action. All one-sided. We must report as the Tigers have really taken it to the Pendleton Heights Arabians, leading 61-31. Even in the season ballgame, Tom, they did not dominate to this extent.
No. Kind of started out the same way. They got an early first that was an uncharacteristic unforced error right there we saw. But, you know, when you're ahead 30 points in the third quarter, it's hard not to relax a little bit after you've had a real tough game, especially the night before.
And we've got a stoppage of play right now. We'll keep it right here as they're mopping up a soft drink, I think, that was spilled. And did we have a timeout call? I'm not sure if it's a charge timeout or not. They're still working on the area.
The referee sent them back to their bench, and I think they may want to get a wet mop and go over that.
You know, Tom, we had mentioned Alexandria have won 7 sectional titles in the school's history. Pendleton Heights, of course, the consolidation Pendleton Heights never has won a sectional title, even though they've been in the championship ball game. This is the 4th time. But the old Pendleton High School has won. They have won 2, or did, before the school was discontinued. Back in 1947, they beat the Indians, and way back in 1917, they beat Carmel.
You probably remember both those games, don't you, Bill?
Not exactly. And the school that they joined together with, Marklettville, also has won sectional title to their credit back in 1933. So a lot of tradition for both of these schools, although at Pendleton Heights they're certainly doing a job of building a new tradition with that consolidated effort down there. Okay, ready for action now as the wet spot's all cleaned up and we're back in action.
If you go the well enough times, you're going to come away with some water one of these days, so Pendleton Heights has to just keep trying.
Nice inside move by Hollinger for a basket, his 4th point.
That might have been a Harveyism, wasn't it?
I like that one. Bill Dayton checked in for Garcon's team, has it stripped away as Cox goes all the way down, lays it up and missed it. Tipped up, no good. Watts follows, can't get it. Norris has the rebound and he puts it in. Michael Norris has 61-35 now. Pendleton Heights trying to mount a little bit of a surge here in this third quarter.
I think Bill Dayton penetrated where he didn't need to go between 3 players, and they got their hand on the ball.
Steele now looking for Thurston down on that left baseline. Derrick misses outside, but there's Dayton with the rebound. Thurston for the hoop.
And he was really looking for someone to pass to. He kind of double pumped that one, got it in anyhow.
23 points for Thurston. And a 28-point Alexandria lead. As Pendleton Heights continues to have trouble with the defense that the Tigers have thrown at them. A devastating press. They really play the passing lanes, force them to throw the ball against the grain at times, you might say, and boy, they're there to pick it off. And Coach Baumgartner has a very young team on the floor right now, Tom. Maybe you might say next year's team out there.
Watts, the sophomore. He's got Hollinger and Norris. Hollinger's the sophomore, I believe. No, he's a junior, but Norris is a junior. 3-pointer by Steele.
Wilson's a junior, Norris a junior, so an underclass team out there as Steele continues to add to the Arabians' woes with that 3-point attempt. Wilson open from the right wing for a 3-pointer. Brandon Wilson with 17. His best this year was 23 against Elwood.
Pendleton bringing that 1-3-1 zone out a little further on the floor. They pick up Thurston even across center line.
Down underneath the Phipps open inside and gets it. Chad Phipps with 12. 68-38 as we wind down the third quarter of action in the Anderson Sectional Championship. Alexandria in great shape as Cox nails the jumper outside. Perry has 7. Pendleton Heights finally beginning to loosen up and find the range offensively, but they have a huge margin to try to do something about. Clock winds down to 8 seconds as Alexandria, as Dayton has the ball kicked with 7 seconds to go. Alexandria will still have the basketball, and again a reminder about that regional championship 1 week from tonight. March 11th, next Saturday, right here at the Wigwam. And make a point to be with us for that championship ballgame. Thurston fires it up and draws the foul.
And almost made the shot.
1 second to go.
Bill, I want to tell you how nice you look tonight, and I know you think I do too, and we'd like to thank Ford Big Man Shop for my set of clothes, and Meese, the fine folks at Meese for yours. They took care of us all year, and we don't normally look this good, right?
Almost never. Well said, my friend, well said. 1 second to go, third quarter, and it's 68-40. The personal was Hullinger's fourth. And Derek Thurston, just a 79% free thrower on the season at the line. 18 of 21 coming into tonight in the tournament alone. And he has 24 points now.
Is that his first free throw?
First time at the line tonight. And he gets them both, 25 points. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of play, and it's Alexandria with a 30-point advantage after 24 minutes of play, 70-40. Back with the fourth quarter after this timeout.
I know what boys like. I know.
We chose Colony because we feel that they can deliver the sight and sound that other media cannot. Since we chose Colony to do our advertising, we just seem like to not go any place without somebody mentioning our commercials. Everybody seems to like them real well, and the fellows that do the commercials are very easy to work with. We just have a lot of fun doing them to start with, and it really has increased our business quite a bit.
Few people can resist the inviting appeal of spas from Mermaid Pool and Spas. Relax in hot water fun with our complete line of rugged, permanent, or portable spas. With 2 styles jets and no additional plumbing required, Mermaid Pool and Spas features Suntan home tanning system, operating on 110, and they're healthier since you have more control. Call Tom Murr at Mermaid Pools and Spas now for details. 649-2229. Mermaid Pool and Spa, 38 West Hartman Road, Anderson.
Entering the final quarter of action, Alexandria 8 minutes away from their 8th sectional championship, their first in 26 years. We'll look at the third quarter stats.
I'm going to give you the stats real quick. Alex leading in all categories. That's all I need to say.
All right. Individually, Thurston has 25, Steele has 13, Phipps has 12. And they're right there is 50 points among those three, which is more than enough to offset the 40 that Pendleton Heights has after 3 quarters.
Well, when you're shooting 63% from the field and you're out rebounding the other team 25-9, and you got less turnovers, and you know there's not much doubt. The score kind of tells it all. 70-40.
Alexandria continues to pay attention to business out there. They'll work the ball patiently, find the open man, take care of the basketball.
About between 5 and 6 minutes. There's another foul. Between 5 and 6 minutes to go in this game. Garth will start to get some of these other players. I don't want to say underclassmen because he doesn't have too many. He's got like 9 seniors.
9 seniors out of his 12-man sectional roster. And he will give his players a chance, I'm sure, to get a nice round of applause and ovation from the crowd as this game winds down.
We're going to even get to see the Peyton man probably later.
Yes, sir. Peyton Winstead. One of your all-name teams.
That's right. Him and Shanghai Jones.
Underneath the steal. A basket and a foul.
Watching highlights of the Indianapolis Sectional, and they said Shanghai Jones, and the sportscaster said, yes, that is his name, folks, Shanghai, so I wasn't the only one impressed.
Foul whistle against Brandon Wilson, his third. And Steele with 15 points has a chance for a 3-point play with 7.5 minutes to go in this ballgame. And it was quickly decided tonight. There's no doubt about that. As the Tigers took command in the early stages, led at the first stop 29-13, and never have looked back since. Norris down on the block, has it taken away. been a great sectional, even though tonight's championship ball game is not closely contested. All week has been just full of excitement, and hope you enjoyed our round ball warm-up program. A chance to look at some of those highlights. As Thurston has a three. Not there. Rebound comes down to Sherry Cox. Pendleton High School try to set it up and work against the half-court defense. Rebound by Thurston off the Watt Smith. And you just have to know how disappointed Rick Baumgartner is, Tom. A lot of people said they got the draw that could have made the difference as Smith scores inside. No disrespect meant to Lapel or Daleville, particularly last night's contest. Daleville showed that they belong. But even so, most of the experts said, as all Pendleton High said, this could be their year. But they did not reckon on a superb Alexandria performance, beating Highland and Anderson to get here and just dominating tonight. Chad Pitts leads, gets a standing ovation, as does Bill Dayton. As Glass returns along with Jeff Martin. And Coach Cone, ever the coach, has Bill Dayton right on his right shoulder, giving him a bit more instruction down there, Tom, even though he's enjoying a 33-point lead.
Well, they're hoping they got 4 games left, so
exactly right.
It's still time to coach.
Spencer Click has 7 points. Spencer, a 12-point scorer, and had 12 in each of the 2 victories earlier in this tournament for the Arabians. Alley-oop to steal, and he's fouled by Click. Spencer's third foul. 74-42. Tigers do a nice job of that alley-oop play, too, don't they?
They've used that. They used it last night against the Indians once, very successful in a crucial situation, and about 3 or 4 times tonight already. Steele's an excellent leaper, and that's the kind of guy you can really use that play, throw it above the defense, and he's going to go up and get it. He's really come on as a player for Ellie.
Now, we got to say that our good friend, the old general from Emerald Glen, Norm Dell, pretty well had this one pegged, didn't he? He felt like the Tigers were good enough to do it.
Yeah, he did.
Even with the draw they got. And they did get a tough draw, but they've shown that they were equal to the task.
He's always been a big fan of Derek Thurston's, and I think he's going to be joined by a lot of people now.
He's made believers out of anybody that didn't already believe. Nice, strong inside move by Norris is going to count. And Allen will pick up the foul. Michael Norris at the line for a 3-point play attempt. Michael has 8 points, averages 13 on the season, and had 2 excellent ball games to help get the Arabians here, scoring 15 in the win on Tuesday night and 18 in the victory over Daleville last night. 76-45 with 5:45 to go in the contest. And Tom and I will be naming our Colony All-Sectional team at the conclusion of tonight's telecast, so be sure and stay tuned for that. Another alley-oop to Steele is there. Steele has 19. And Coach Baumgartner just kind of leans back. There's not a whole lot he can say or do at this stage. Cox misses. Allen rebound. And Thurston will walk the ball over the center line. Do a little traffic direction while he's out. A quality player on a quality team, and they are coached by a quality guy in Garth Cone. Steele from the outside, not there. Click. As yet another rebound. Spencer and Lanny Fessler, the 2 seniors on the Pendleton Heights club, Tom, that are finishing out their careers, as Glass picks up the foul. And frankly, I think Spencer missed the likes of Case and Ketterman around him this year. Not that Norris hasn't come a long way, but...
Well, it's pretty much evident early in the year, especially Click was going to be responsible for some scoring, and, you know, everybody on the other teams they were playing knew that and kind of fell in around him, and that's where Lanny Fessler and Kerry Cox and some other kids had to take over and take some of that scoring load. It's a double high post. Michael Norris has improved a lot this year with a double high post. Pendleton's played pretty well under those conditions, and Pendleton's going to have a fine team back next year. They're young, and they're going to have a fine team.
Common foul gives the ball back out of bounds to the Arabians. They're unable to convert. He's got it. Glass has it. By the way, at that last play stoppage, Brandon Allen was replaced, and Brandon also a great hand from the Alexandria Partisans. Thurston will again reload the offense.
Doesn't surprise anybody, but I think Derek Thurston may be on our all-tournament team, and if we only got to pick one guy, he'd probably be the guy I'd pick.
You got that right. He has been the man.
And his mom is so pretty. That's what makes it great.
Talking with Coach Held this morning, he just said, I can't go more than 2 or 3 sentences without saying Derek Thurston, and that explains why the Indians were not quite able to get the job done against these Tigers.
Well, as you know, Ray has to sit down there with us a couple nights, and I told him about Derek Thurston. He hadn't seen him play before, and last night he was really impressed. Somewhat reminds me of the Steve Clevenger type players. Can go inside, outside, hit from inside, outside, and Ray was really impressed with him.
3:40 left to go in the ballgame. 78-45. The only thing to be determined is this final score. As the ball turned over, as Click steps in and picks off the pass.
Speaking of big and tall.
Well, I'll say. And how? Click with a move in there.
Oh, nice half up.
Spencer in double figures with 10. Several good young teams in the sectional, Tom. Besides these Arabians, the Highland Scots we talked about, for Stillbuck Pirates lose some good seniors, but primarily a junior-oriented starting team. As Thurston misses inside, tips it up, not there. Who's got it? Out of bounds to the Arabians.
Too wide open in, I think.
Joe Buck has a good young ball club over at Smithville. They've given a good account of themselves this year. Daleville loses some seniors, but has some good youngsters coming back. So a lot of good talent.
Another sub, Tom Davis, in for Steele, and he got a big hand when he went out, as he should.
That's right.
Only a good tournament.
Only Thurston is on the floor of the starters now, and I think they'll reserve the final hugest of ovations for Derek Thurston, their team leader.
Yeah, and you got to wait till a foul shot or something and then put him in so he didn't come out of the timeout or something.
And what do we got? Foul away from the basketball. Click and Glass kind of bumping each other on the post down there, and I think it'll go against Spencer. I don't know. It's going to be Mike Norris. Norris looks up at who, me? I guess it was.
Glass likes that contact underneath. He's had those kind of situations all year.
Tom, I like Alexandria's chances in the regional next.
Oh, I do too.
You know,
I do too.
I know how well Kokomo's playing, but they've got the ingredients to make a real run at that regional championship. Jamie cannot get the free throw to fall.
Well, and this sectional has to build some confidence for him. You beat a good Highland team, you beat a good Anderson team, and then you blow out a good Ellick team or a good Pendleton team.
Cox fouls Click on the offensive rebound. Or check that Glass, though.
And now we're going to see Derek Thurston come out, and he should get a tremendous hand from everybody in here, not just the Ellick fans.
All right, we'll watch and see if indeed Derek Thurston does go out.
Glass is going out.
Yeah. And I think we'll see Peyton Winstead check in. This could be for number 32. And the entire wigwam is on its feet.
Well, that's got to make Mom and Dad proud, doesn't it?
I'll say it does.
When you get a hand from everybody in here, you know that's an excellent ball player. And what a great kid. You never saw great tournament. Derek Thurston's the best player I've seen this year. I got to compare him with David Anderson. David Anderson's an excellent player, but
One of the best guards, for sure.
He's got to be the area player of the year if they pick such an award. He's my pick.
Such great leadership talent is truly a coach's delight.
You know, his dad, Dean, may not make him shoot free throws tonight. I don't know. He's a pretty hard guy, though.
I think he might give him a little slack, huh?
The old curve in will be jumping tonight.
2 minutes, 16 seconds to go as Flick picks up his 13th point. And Pendleton Heights will close out at 16-7, a very, very good season for a young ball club.
I saw a little smile down there on Garth Cohn's face, too.
How sweet it must be for Garth after 12 years of having very, very little luck, if any, in this sectional. By the way, Terry West had mentioned last night that this is the first time in the 80s that these two schools have met in the sectional tournament. That's unusual, isn't it?
That is amazing. He knows as much trivia as you do.
I bet more. 78-51 is our score with a little over 2 minutes to go in the contest. Alexandria headed for the school's 8th sectional championship and the right to represent this fine sectional in the Anderson Regional on Saturday, March 11th.
I'd like to see my man Peyton get a basket here.
Outside Martin with a deuce. Jeff Martin has 5. A lot of promise in that sophomore,
Yeah,
Jeff Martin.
He better get used to doing that a lot because they're losing a lot of players.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Alexandria basketball with 1:42 to go. And again, stay tuned for the presentation of the championship trophy and opportunity for the victorious Tigers to celebrate by trimming down these wigwam nets. And I'll tell you what, they've burned them off for 3 nights in the last 4, starting on Wednesday night with their win over Highland, 68-59. A superb effort against a very, very nice Highland basketball team. And then last night in just a heart-stopping win over Anderson, 87-79. Shane Reeves in the ballgame for the Arabians had a rebound there, 24. Some youngsters getting some time that haven't been able to get a lot of playing time this year. Pass inside to Hupfer over his head, and it'll be Tiger basketball once again. 80-51, 1:09 left. Watching that first ovation reminded me of a couple of years ago when another guard up at Alexandria got a similar one, Brett Chris. A very deserving tribute to.
You know, he was hanging around last night after the game, and boy, he had a big smile on his face.
Inside is Davis. He draws the foul. 55 seconds to go as all but the Alexandria partisans began heading for the exit. And we see Principal Jack Bowers and Athletic Director Bob Dixon of the Alexandria Monroe High School staff. And they're headed down to the opposite end of the floor to join in. And Tom Davis gets into the scoring column.
I think they'd like to have their fans stay in the stands and just kind of let the participants celebrate and cut the nets down. And
take a rebound by Greg Clark. As Martin gets into the paint, throws the ball away. It's knocked loose. Peyton Winstead comes up with it. With 40 seconds to go. Still a 30-point margin at 81-51. Winstead getting a lot of help from the student body, and he dishes a nice pass inside to Davis. And the Tiger fans are really letting everybody know how proud they are, as indeed they should. Reeves has a hoop, a two-pointer, as we're down to the final 10 seconds. 10 seconds for Alexandria's first sectional championship in 26 years. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Alexandria 83, decisive win to a truly deserving champion. The Alexandria Monroe Tigers are 1989 Anderson sectional champions. And we'll keep it right here for the celebration as the ladders come out, the hugs are exchanged, and the camera is bouncing.
Getting jostled a little bit. What a great victory for the Alexandria Tigers.
Very, very deserving and happy Alexandria Monroe High School group. And as we said before, Garth Cole, truly a deserving championship coach as well. Rick Baumgartner and the Pendleton Heights Arabians, congratulations on reaching the championship round for the 4th time in the last 6 years. Unfortunately for the Arabians, it's going to have to be another year. They ran into a senior-laden, a talented senior-laden ball club. Principal Horace Chadburn of Host Anderson High School is the runner-up team, the game basketball, and now, if we can get our cameras on Principal Chadburn, as you see the championship trophy, some of the Alexandria fans very happy. And Derek Thurston, Chad Phipps will accept from Principal Chadbourne. There you see the presentation of the sectional championship trophy for 1989. And also the basketball. And there it is, held high for the Tiger fans to see and to cheer. And indeed, they do just that. All the Tigers now crowd around team leader Derek Thurston and Chad Phipps. The Tigers at 20-3 will represent this tough Anderson sectional in next week's Anderson Regional. We'll be back with more from the Wigwam with the post-game celebration after this timeout.
Allen's Jewelry and Loan, 130 East 10th Street, downtown Anderson.
The Wigwam, where the celebration continues. The Alexandria Tigers trimming down the nets at the Wigwam after their 30-point, 83-53 win over the Pendleton Heights Arabians. And just before we came back from our timeout, Coach Garth Cohn got a piece of that net at the south end, and Tom, he got a rousing ovation from the Alexandria Partisans, and he is a very happy coach. Let's take a look now at the team stats on this ball game. Here's Tom Harvey.
Okay, Pendleton shot right around 50% the entire game. They were 21 out of 43, 49%, compared to Ellick 34 out of 58, and that evens out to 57%. So they were well over 50 the entire game. Free throws not a factor in the game, but Pendleton 7 out of 12, Ellick 10 out of 17. That's 59% for Ellick, 58% for Pendleton. Rebounds a big factor. Ellick 31, Pendleton 16. So Ellick dominated the boards after the first quarter. And turnovers, I had Pendleton for 19, Ellick for 11. I got to say some of Ellick's 11 were after the game was already decided. Most of them were.
All right, let's take a look quickly at the individual stats. 25 from Derek Thurston. Tommy had 15 of those in the first quarter, and then just to kind of nail things down in that third quarter, he popped in, let's see, a total of 8 more points. So really a nice work that was taken care of pretty early on by the leader, Derek Thurston. 19 from John Steele, 14 from Chad Phipps. Brandon Allen had 9, Dean Moore had 2, and then off the bench, Bill Dayton and Jeff Martin, each with 5, Tom Davis with 3. Greg Clark with 1 rounds out their 83 points. For Pendleton Heights, 17 from Brandon Wilson was their best. Spencer Click in double figures with 14. Michael Norris had 9, Kerry Cox 7, Tony Hollinger 4, and Lanny Fester shut out tonight. Just could not get out of the blocks very quickly tonight. His struggle against the press really took him out both defensively and offensively.
Well, and Ellick knew where he was at all the time, too. They made sure someone was around him, and he has to set a little bit to shoot that three-pointer, and they didn't ever let him get set. He shot 2 and shot them pretty quick, and both of them were pretty short.
great win for Alexandria's Tigers. As we said, the first one since Shorty Birchel's heyday, and Tom, you remember that one. So
I'm thrilled to death. Maybe the monkey's on someone else's back for a while.
Saw Everett Gates congratulating Garth Cohn a while ago, and of course the first non-city school championship since Everett's win at Daleville back in '85. So those two have something that they certainly can share in common as well.
Doesn't happen too often, and I'll tell you, if anyone's deserving, it's the Ella kids and Garth Cohn. They worked hard, and Garth's kind of a no-nonsense type coach. Basketball's fun, and the kids have fun playing, but fun and fooling around are not synonymous in this case. You play hard, you practice hard, and you were right early in the game. The kids are in great shape. They had a tough game last night, and I didn't see anyone with their hands on their knees tonight puffing for air. They were going up down the floor.
All right, 83-53 is the final. When we come back, we'll talk with the principal, Jack Bowers, the head coach, Garth Cohn, some of the players that have made this Alexandria Sectional Championship possible. Back with more after this timeout.
The 1989 sedan DeVille was designed in the classic Cadillac style, with a longer body, a more elegant and spacious interior. More passenger room for your party of six, and to accommodate your lifestyle, even more trunk space. Test drive the '89 sedan DeVille at your Cadillac dealer, the luxury leader.
Mind if I play through Teddy?
No,
Do not answer your door during this commercial for the Burger King Cheeseburger Deluxe. It could be McDonald's trying to distract you.
Telegram.
They don't want you to know that the Cheeseburger Deluxe is the flame-broiled burger for lighter appetites.
Later, man.
They do anything to get your mind off this deluxe version of our regular burger with the lettuce and tomato combination their regular burger doesn't have.
Flour.
The Burger King Cheeseburger and Hamburger Deluxe. Don't be fooled by anything else.
It's Grandma.
Anytime is a great time to do your banking at a 24-hour green machine, daytime or nighttime. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Your green machine card gives you access to your money not only here, but nationwide as part of the Cirrus network of more than 30,000 automated teller machines. Rain or shine, day or
Look at county for their advertising.
Welcome back to the Wigwam, celebrating an Alexandria Monroe High School sectional championship. How sweet that must sound, Coach.
Yeah, it sure does. I've been there 13 years and been teaching 20 years, and so the dream's been alive for 20 years, and I always kind of envisioned being in Madison County in the Wigwam, that when it happened, it would be an 85% field goal shooting night and a miracle upset. But that's the thing that pleases me as much as anything, is not only did we get it done, but we did it beating three real solid teams and just simply outworking and just getting the job done.
Well, there wasn't any gimmies when you got the draw you got, and the kids just rose to the occasion. 3 times in 4 days, they did exactly what had to be done.
That's right. I don't know why. I just had a feeling from the start. I really didn't care about the draw. First time in 13 years, I stayed home. I didn't watch it on TV. My wife told me who we drew, and it really was irrelevant. If we couldn't get it done with the kind of team that we had, playing the best people, then we didn't deserve it. And I wasn't real cocky about it. And there was days where I knew we had a lot of things to get done, but there was a nice confidence, and these kids make that very easy to be confident in what they do.
They sure do. And it really took Pendleton Heights out of the ball game right from the start with the press. They just couldn't seem to deal with it. You got some quick, easy transition baskets, and we're off to the races.
Well, we knew that their guard play was improved since the last time we played them, and we knew that Spencer was playing better, and Norris has played well all year long. But the thing that we didn't know is how they could handle the press. But the one thing I knew is I wanted to eliminate in our kids' minds and Pendleton's minds that we was not going to play tired, and we was going to come at you the whole game, and if you're going to beat us, then both of us are going to be exhausted when it's over with. And I just thought our kids did a whale of a job of getting things back in perspective last night before they left the locker room. You beat the Indians, you look up, it goes 0, you look out there, and we're going nuts. And our goal was not to beat the Indians, our goal was to win the sectional. And we got them down in the locker room with some help from some friends, and it's been around longer than I have, and there wasn't anything said. We met today and had our walkthrough and our films, and we felt like we was playing for 4 or 5 things. I felt like they needed to play for their teammates. When they come back and it doesn't mean too much now, but when they're our age and they come back for your reunion, you'll have things to talk about. I told them, I don't know whether you noticed, but last night when Dean Moorhead had to come out of the game with about 30 seconds to go or so, he had a bloody nose. His nose was wet all over his face, and that's because Derek tried to get him a high five and missed and hit him right in the nose. And I said, if you win 30 years from now, you'll remember that. But if you lose 2 weeks from now, you'll have forgotten it. And so we're playing for the teammates. We're playing our communities just deserve something like this. We're a great basketball community. Our student body has been with us all along. And I told the kids one thing that I think they tend to maybe forget is I've been in it 13 years, and there's 13 years of excellent basketball players at Alexandria that probably deserve to be here just as much as they do that just wasn't in the cards. And so we've planned for a lot of things. And when you do that, I think you keep things in proper perspective, and they just did a great job.
Just
if you tell I'm nervous.
No, you're doing great, and you certainly have
the question.
You're just deserving of everything that's come your way this year, because the kids have done just a remarkable job. And I guess if you were going to package up a leader out at the point and run the ball club, you wouldn't do it any better than Derek Thurston, could you?
He's been a great asset, not only to basketball, but he's just a good kid. And you know, it's not that he stands out above anybody else as far as being a good student or a good kid. All of them are. And it's not real easy to play for me in my intensity level. And I have to keep reminding them that I've been this way for 41, 42 years as of yesterday. And it's going to be easier for them to change being 16 than it is for me to 42. And just keep things in mind that I am intense and understand what I'm saying rather than how I'm saying it. And there's never been the first nod of the head. There's never been anything of that nature in the 3 and 4 years I've had this group. They're in a better group that deserves something like this than that group of kids.
Garth, so many times people talk to us around about basketball and say some of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But I also feel like the people in Madison County are pretty good basketball knowledge people. And when you took Derek out of the game tonight, the entire gymnasium, including the Pendleton fans, including the Anderson fans, give him the hand he deserves. I've never seen a kid rise to the occasion and take charge like he did in the sectional. His teammates, I mean, it was a team victory, but he wasn't going to let you guys get beat. He just took charge of the entire tournament.
That's right.
And I got some goosebumps when he came out of the game, and I know you probably did too. A great victory for Alec, and believe me, I don't know everything about basketball, but I don't think it was a fluke at all. I think the kids are well coached, they're in great shape, and they're good basketball players. We congratulate you, and we expect good things in the regional. I know you said a while ago your goal wasn't to beat the Indians, but to win the sectional. Well, as you revamp those goals this week, we really think you can win the regional, and we're behind you all the way.
Well, we're new at what's going to happen, obviously, later on, but I would really like to celebrate the thing, and by Monday be back ready to work and go hard, and it's a new experience for us. I'm going to have to depend on some people, and I've got some good friends that are here in Madison County that'll help me out, because I'd like for this group of kids to come back and to go as far as we can go, and I just can't say enough about it.
Well, tomorrow it'll sink in.
Well, I hope so.
But enjoy it over the weekend.
Well, I will. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you very much.
All right, Garth Cohen, and let's see if we can get Derek. All right, get Derek Thurston over here. And Chad, come on in, guys. Let's get a couple of these celebrants here. All right, we got Chad Pips. Chad, you got to feel pretty good, don't you?
Yeah, it feels great. You know, it really hadn't hit me yet, though. I'm just stunned. This has always been a dream of mine, to me standing here as a sectional champion at Anderson, and it's an incredible feeling.
You know, your coach said it's not just this group of guys that you're kind of representing. It's the great legacy of basketball down through the years that is the legacy of Alexandria basketball.
Yeah, Alexandria basketball is just first class all the way, and we saw how our fans are just supportive of us, and they root our team on. They're our sixth man all the time, and Alexandria basketball just deserves this. It's been 26 years, and we have a good program with some great coaches and everything. It's great.
Well worth the wait, right?
Yeah. I knew our senior year would be the time we'd probably do it, and it just came true for us.
You going to have to shoot free throws in the morning?
No, not tomorrow. We'll be out Monday working hard and getting ready for the Delta Eagles, though.
Only because it's against the IHSA rules to practice.
Yeah, come to that.
That's the only reason Garth won't have you out there.
Did you expect that easy of a game? And I know it wasn't an easy game, but that big a margin.
Well, the only way I knew that could happen is if our press did what it did tonight, and I knew our first game of the year, our press did that to them, and I figured the guards would handle it tonight, but we were really fired up, and our press really got them, and that's the way we get our big leads.
That hot shooting at the start didn't hurt anything either.
Yeah, Derek was just hitting everything, and if we can get that kind of shooting, we're going to win most of our games, I think.
And keep it going next week, all right?
Yeah, we're planning on it. It's going to be a good week.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Chad Phipps. Yeah, we'll get Derek over here. We got Jack Bowers standing by. Why don't we bring Jack in real quick? Jack, Jack Bowers, principal of Alexandria Monroe High School. First of all, congratulations. I know it's a good feeling.
Bill, it's great. We're real proud of the boys, and we're just real thankful for having an opportunity to win like this.
Tell us about ticket plans, and well, first of all, maybe a celebration.
We're going to have a big celebration tonight at the gymnasium, big pep rally. We're going to save part of our celebration for next week when we win the regional.
Hey, that's great.
Right.
Tell us about tickets, too.
As far as tickets are concerned, our students will buy their tickets on Tuesday. They'll sign up for their tickets Tuesday. And then Wednesday at 5 o'clock, we'll take care of all of our parents, of our students, of the players and the cheerleaders and so forth. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll take care of our all sports ticket holders. And at 7, we'll take care of the season ticket holders, just the regular season ticket holders.
All right.
Thursday now, we'll open up for general sale to anybody that wants to buy tickets. And we sure hope there's a lot of people there to represent us, because we're going to be playing on the home floor this time. It's the first time we've had to call this our home floor.
You suppose we can just kind of close down the city of Alexandria next Saturday?
I have a feeling that there's going to be very few people in town. There's no reason for the stores to stay open.
All right. Again, congratulations, and good luck. We'll see you next Saturday.
Thanks a lot, Bill. We really appreciate you folks. You did a nice job.
Thanks a million. All right, here is the man of the hour, Derek Thurston. Derek, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Great win for us.
Hey, this long time coming, but certainly one that you've worked hard for, and you feel like you've earned it, don't you?
Well, worth the work, all the work we've had in the last 4 years. This has been our goal since about 5th grade. All of us guys together to win this thing. About time we did it.
Well, I'll tell you, you took right off after him tonight, too. I think you had, what did I say, 15 points the first quarter. You said, I'm going to take over right away and make sure this one's taken care of, huh?
We were real fired up right at the beginning. We came out and stuck them hard right at the beginning and just held on to it.
Were you tired at all after 2 hard games with Highland and Anderson? Was that a problem?
Well, I had some leg cramps last night against Anderson. That bothered me a little bit against them, but the trainer helped me out, and that helped out a lot. I came out tonight, and I wasn't really that tired, really, and I just came out and played my butt off.
It was important for you guys to show Pendleton right to start that you weren't tired and you were fired up, and your press really took them out of their game, didn't it?
That's true. If you let a team like that stay in the game for a little while, you could be in trouble come the second half. We've done that a couple times this year, and you got to get on them early. Beginning of the first quarter and beginning of the third quarter.
Well, and that's when you dominated, but Lanny Fessler was never a factor tonight. I don't even think he scored, did he, Bill? And did you do anything, or just kind of like say, we want to know where he's at all the time like you did Papella?
We're going to let him know where he's at all the time, and we're going to let him shoot a couple right at the beginning and see if we can hit him, but then if we start hitting him, we're just going to make him penetrate, because his main attribute is to shoot the three-pointer and not penetrate, so we're going to make him penetrate, too.
Well, that game plan worked fine because he didn't score, and you guys did get off to a great start first quarter and great start third quarter, so kind of coasted there at the end. Did it, now tell me the truth, did you get a few goosebumps when you came out of the game and the entire gymnasium stood up and cheered?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I have to admit that.
So did I, so don't worry about it. That's a great honor. I was telling your coach, people around Madison County sometimes say the dumbest things related to basketball, but they also know a lot of things about basketball, and when you went out of the game and you got that big ovation from everybody, from every school, that has to be one of the greatest honors you can get in this county, I think. So you just had a great sectional. We don't pick an MVP for the sectional, but if we did, you'd be my choice. And as no surprise, you did make our all-sectional team.
Thanks a lot. Well, that's from all to Coach Coon, though, because he stayed up till 2:30 last night watching game films, and he does that every night of the week practically when we have a big game. And he's wanted this for 13 years. That's a couple more than I've won. We owe it all to him.
Would you say he's intense?
Just a tad.
Okay. Hey, enjoy yourself tonight. Have a good time, but back to business next week. Take care of that regional.
Okay. We'd like to talk to you next Saturday night right here.
As a regional champ.
Same conditions, so work hard this week. Good turn.
Congratulations to Derek Thurston and the Alexandria Tigers. And we'll be back with more from the Wigwam after this final timeout.
No wonder you're going to...
Alexandria Tigers have won the sectional championship in very convincing fashion, defeating the Pendleton Heights Arabians 83 to 53. And, Tom, we promised our Colony all-sectional team, and that's tough sorting down to 10 kids. You know, we thought about maybe going with an honorable mention group, but we could probably do that with the entire rosters of this tournament because it was a great tournament.
Well, I hope we don't make anyone mad, but we stood there, and it's tough to pick 10 kids. And, you know, one of the things that I think you do so well, Bill, is you're always prepared. And, you know, when we come to the games, you're ready for the pregame show, and you got all these stats, and you go through the newspapers for our deal with Cleveland and all that. I finally figured out why today. I found this picture.
Oh, my.
I know we can't get it on, but...
what is this?
I think that's a Boy Scout troop back in Washington School a long time ago, and this is...
Where'd you get that?
And, my golly, what a good-looking young kid. Now I know why you're always prepared. One of their mottos.
The Scout motto has been violated a few times, so let me tell you. Let's take a look at this Colony all-sectional team. Your man, Derek, has got to be at the top of our list, Derek.
Well, you know what's funny? We said here's some guys we think may be on the team. We both had him marked before the game tonight, and he came back and certainly earned those honors. And if we picked one kid out of the sectional that was our MVP, I think we'd both agree on that. But Derek's, what can I say? He's probably had as good a sectional as I've seen one kid have in a few years, and he's had a great year. He started playing when he was a freshman, and just built on that and got better every year, and he dominated.
Also picked two of his teammates, John Steele and Chad Phipps, a good supporting cast. Three of our Colony all-sectional players off this champion Alexandria team. Todd Dilk of Daleville put on a splendid show in the two games that he played. 37 on Friday night against Pendleton Heights was remarkable.
I got to say, I thought it was a fluke the first night when he hit some of them shots, and then he came back last night against Pendleton, and it didn't matter whether anyone was on him or not. He was burning the three-pointers, and he gets up pretty high for his size and got a great release on his shot. 37 big points last night. We had to pick him.
Two Pirates and two Indians. The Pirates are Brian Chamberlain and Brent McCullough. Even though they only had one game, they really made the most of that and played exceptionally well. The two Indians, Artie Papella and Danny Skio.
I think there's three Indians.
Did I miss the third Indian? Oh, I did. Jarrell McLeod. That's right. Jarrell had a fine ball game, too. So Papella, Skio, and McLeod all representing Anderson on our all-sectional team.
Well, Anderson came within a whisker, I'll say, of being in this finals tonight, only to be beaten by a very good LA team, as everyone's aware by now how really good they are. But thought Papella took charge in their game against Madison Heights. Skio had a great tournament over both games. And Gerald McLeod, I thought, was instrumental in Anderson staying as close to Alec as they did. He got some big baskets. And, of course, let's not forget the free throw he made to send it in overtime against Madison Heights. So I thought Gerald played two good games. Coming off the bench, which he had been starting and was unaccustomed to being a sub, but he did a good job, kept his head up, and played hard.
And rounding out our Colony all-sectional team, the young improving pivot player for the Pendleton Heights Arabians, Michael Norris. Michael's had a good tournament.
Michael is a lot stronger than he was a year ago, and he's coming on. He's going to be a force inside next year, and although he didn't really play real great tonight, he had a great tournament, and for that we picked him on our all-sectional team.
And we're running out of tape, so we better say good night.
Okay, for the next to last time this year, good night, Sam.
All right. On behalf of Tom Harvey, this is Bill Pitts saying until we see you next Saturday night from the Wigwam with a regional, so long, everybody.
Hello and welcome to Colony High School basketball. Colony High School basketball brought to you by First National Bank, Burger King, and ABC, the Anderson Banking Company. With tonight's action, Bill Pitts and Tom Harvey.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Colony High School basketball. Bill Pitts along with Tom Harvey, and tonight, Tom, we're at LaPel High School. We kind of get our cameras around and take a look at a lot of basketball arenas around the county tonight, LaPel and Alexandria.
Well, as we said last week, Bill, we're going to get a chance to see some of the more talented county teams this year that beat in the Anderson Sectional, tonight being one of those games, LaPel and a very talented Alec team.
You know, we had a chance to see Alexandria a couple of times earlier and saw them really hurt Pendleton Heights with their press. And